Peace and greetings, family. I hope that all is well. We're talking about the cycles of time in this video. And there is a color pattern in cosmic science: red, white, blue, yellow. These patterns have many cycles of time. And each form of time either carries a color, a tone. There are also 13 tones of creation. To learn what the archetypes and tones mean, I have that information in the playlist, or you can go to the source and find it at lawoftime.org. Currently, we are in a blue rhythmic storm year. We are in the overtone peacock moon of radiance. Now, the moon doesn't have a specific color. However, the castles do. Their color patterns are red, white, blue, yellow, and green. Now, we are in the blue castle of burning at this time. The blue castle of burning basically states, let the chaos change what we want to be transformed. Now, each castle holds 4 wave spells of 13 days. That added together is going to equal 52 days. Within the blue castle, we can see the red electric skywalker in the blue monkey wave spell. Now, this is a Red Heptad, or week, that we are in at present. And red represents knowledge, initiate, and view. Perhaps we will accrue knowledge about something in this Heptad. Initiate means to either start something or be introduced to something. So we want to be aware of that occurring in this Heptad. Lastly, view means what lens are we using? Now, this to me is particularly important because if our lens is blurred or foggy, it affects our senses and consciousness, which is psi. We can either view our experiences on the defense or objectively. Hopefully, we'll learn some new knowledge about who we are, what we're here to initiate for our mission on this planet, and choose the proper lens to do it. After all, Earth is a school. Can we say that we care to know anything about it? Because if we do, we will subsequently learn about ourselves, which may seem magical to those in the artificial mindset of the Matrix. Today is Ken 133, the red electric skywalker, with the power of space, action to explore, and essence of wakefulness. We look at time. Time is a universal factor of synchronization that happens to be at V3H5. That is the sensory node of touch of cosmic creation and alpha channel. We know that we're not victims. We know that we don't have to accept anything from the preconscious as our reality. We can change our reality. We can recreate ourselves. So we do that with the sense of touch. Touch can range from the physical to the sense to the tactical consciousness, even to the objects of touch. Somewhere in our quest to be aware of knowledge, initiative, view on this plasma, touch will play a role. Space, V7H15, and we already know that space is an infinitely locatable point. It could be within, it could be without, it could be mental, it could be spiritual, it could be physical. It is in the 3rd time dimension, 2nd mental sphere, on the 6th magnitude, in the 6th dimension of ESP, which neutralizes subliminal communication in alpha beta. Now, let's remember that alpha beta is dealing with informative samadhi from the subconscious, okay? And it also deals in the 3rd dimension because the 6th magnitude is neutralizing everything, meaning that it's not supplementing or activating, but it's neutralizing. That means that we're not going to get any intuitive downloads, premonitions, gnosis, or anything along those lines informing us in our spaces from the subconscious. Synchronicity, V11H14. And synchronicity is the operation of a higher moving template of mathematical order that coordinates all phenomena telepathically. Here, we're dealing with the cosmic electricity of the electron, the hyper electron on top of it. Synchronicity is in the 4th octave, 12th strand on room 90. And that particular room is the galactic arc defined by time. I will also want to say that the electron is not only just part of a cosmic electricity, it also operates with direct current in this morphogenesis octave. How the sun shares this spot. The sun has the power of universal fire, the action to enlighten, and the essence of life. Now you have all of that going on this one spot that synchronicity is in. As far as I'm concerned, that's synchronistic in itself. We have cosmic electricity within universal fire. We're being enlightened. We have access to super conscious, the universal mind. It works. And not only that, both components work with the superconscious, which is the mind of the universe. Peace to the gods.